everybody, my name is Janine. I am a spiritual medium, and I'm very sensitive to energy and to spirits and things like that. And there's a story I want to share with you. Mainly it's my own experiences, but I'm hoping it might help somebody else out there, especially if you're so prone to picking up on dense energy. If you're not careful and watching yourself, being conscious of yourself and your thoughts and your energy, your attitudes, you can go down a deep, spiral. So for me, it's also watching my thoughts, because I'm always in my head, but it's also because I'm so sensitive to energy and to spirits and negative energy. That I do get attacked quite often. And a lot of times I'm not even aware of it because I'm just thinking I'm in my own head. So I'm going to give you an example. So I have a client that I'm working with, and I'm not going to leave her name out of it for just respect out of her. And I don't know if she's ever going to see this video, but I have this client, and she has this negative energy in her house. And she had called me up, and I gave her a reading. And I already had known that she was a friend of my sister's. And I'd already known that she had a paranormal investigator at her house, but I didn't have any details other than just that. And I gave her a reading, and somewhere in there, I was getting a vision of what happened in this house. And I said there was something buried in her backyard, like there's something in the back corner on the left side or something. But it was something buried, and she said, yeah, the paranormal investigator said the same thing to her, that there was something buried in the backyard. Today, I still see it's like something yellow. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't think it should be unburied. I think it should be left alone. But there was something buried back there, and it was very negative. And I know how to close portal energies. And I had one in my own one apartment years ago when I first moved into my own. When I first started my own journey in adulthood, I've had a pretty interesting life. Not all good, but it's not all been bad either. It's how you perceive it and how you look at it. But I went through a period of my time where right after my divorce, I was living with a friend, and she was into magic, and I was working at a metaphysical bookstore at the time, and didn't even realize I was as a psychic as I've realized that I've come to understand. And so anyway, we are where was I going? Oh my God, I hate when this happens. That's why I always make notes. So I was really, so I did a reading for her, and there's something buried in her backyard. And then I kept seeing a portal, and I described an old-fashioned door. And because I was seeing not like a newer door, like a modern door, but I was being shown an old wooden door, but there was a portal there. So years ago, I had a portal in my house, and it was right above my bed. It was like in the area of my bed. And there was a girl that lived there before me, and I even asked my neighbors, because I was getting visions of what she looked like. And she was terrorized by her boyfriend. She had a lot of other things going on there. I've even seen like she had a rifle in her closet, or maybe he did, but there was a rifle in the closet. And so anyway, I was working at the psychic store, and I went to one of the psychics, and I was telling her what was going on, because I had a Shih Tzu as well. And not that plays a part in it or anything, but she'd been through so much with me. We also had an angel dream together, so it was pretty incredible. A lot of the time she's been with me. But I kept having for like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe months, I kept having nightmares every night. And when you wake up, if your dream gets interrupted, you may go to the bathroom, go get a drink of water, you may go back to bed, and the dream will start, you'll start over. Well, mine would begin right where that dream ended. And it was always a horrific, horrifying dream. I was being chased or blood or something. It was just really horrifying. And I remember waking up sweating and hot, and the ladies had said that I have a portal in my house and I needed to cleanse it. And nobody could do it but me. So I had to go and do it myself. And I didn't know what I was even doing. But in hindsight, I think they all knew I could do it, that I have that energy. I can clear it myself. And I did. And so I know how to cleanse negative energy, and it's with a certain way of doing it. It's not using sage, and it's a regular, it's like using salt, and it's a very dangerous, but it's a really effective way of getting rid of portals, closing portals. And I had done this when I had my portal. So I had the whole concoction going on. I'm not going to tell you all because I don't want everybody doing this and then having like burning your house down or something. So I had my concoction going on, and I was cleansing my house, and I'm repeating in my house, only white light and love is allowed in my house, only white light and love, all negativity must leave now, you are not welcome here, only white light and love. And I think I was like praying with Archangel Michael to have him come forward and help me. And I already have, I communicate with Archangel Gabriel, so because he was the angel that came to me in my dream. But I called on, my angels and to come help me and assist me. And so when I got into the bedroom, and this flame I had going on as a cleansing, it's going in a blue circle, and it's just started going up and up, and it was like a very powerful blue circle, and it's right above, right in my bed. And I had it on a tray, thank God. And the worst part is I had a canopy. So I was like really worried about the canopy, going poof and starting a big fire. Oh, it was so powerful. And the energy in the whole room, like the whole room was just shaking. I could feel things spinning. It was just getting really intense. It was really hot in there. And I kept hearing in my head, not out loud, but like in my head, open the window, open it, open, open, open. And I kept hearing now. And it was just getting really louder, and it was really intense. I opened up the window, and whatever it was, and the room was shaking. Like I thought we were having an earthquake, or it was like the window was shaking so hard. I thought we were having an earthquake. So I opened up the window, and whatever it was flew out and closed. Oh, it was so crazy. It was so intense. I'm getting so excited about thinking about it again. This was like, like 30 years ago, I think. But it was the most intense thing I'd ever experienced in my life, and I never had that dreams or those bad dreams again. But there's a salt clearing that I used, and like I said, I don't really want to share it because it can be potentially dangerous, and I don't want to be the blame for having that information out there. But it is one good way. So this thing that I'm working with my client with, and I told her, because she has 2 portals, and she's like, oh my God, exactly. And I guess apparently this paranormal investigator had also confirmed that the same thing. And then I said something about a portal in her hall closet area. And she's like, yeah. So it blew me away. And it also confirmed for me too that the things I was seeing and hearing was accurate. And I had confirmation because she had already had a paranormal investigator over there. And they had actually said the same thing I did. Or they said it first, but I just confirmed it. And for me, it was confirmation because she had a paranormal investigator there. So that really, it made me feel good about my own gifts. This thing knows that I know how to close the portals, and it doesn't want me to come over there. And so, and she and I had just spoken like about 2 weeks ago. I had to go in for a procedure right around, I can't remember when it was. But I was out of work for like 4 days, and then, and it was just something routine. It's nothing, no big deal or anything, but, I was out for the week, and then I was going to, first her and I had spoken, and I can't remember, I have notes here, because it was such a crazy week after all this happened, and, so she and I had spoken like at 4, like at, what would we say, like on a Monday or something, or Sunday or Monday or something. And because my days off back then were like Sunday, Monday, or also Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm not sure, it's something around that days. So she and I spoke, and she wanted me to come up to do the house cleansing because she's been feeling off, and this thing is feeding on her. And I'll share another experience I had with another cleansing I had to do. So anyway, this thing doesn't want me to come up there. This thing is really trying to affect me. Now it's really affecting her, and I can't get up there. And I've tried sending her messages, but she's just so in that dark and deep, you know, I'm starting to smell sage for some reason. Something's trying to affect me. Not sage, but like a smoke or something. But anyway, I'm going to burn some sage here because this thing doesn't like me. And I'm not getting a name really, but there was some magic done in her house. And it's like draining off of her. It's sucking her energy. So these are basically like symptoms of what to look out for if you feel like you may be spiritually attacked. I know for me as a medium, as a psychic medium, as an intuitive, as a sensitive, you know, because I feel spirits, I feel their negative energy. I remember being younger, and I remember I would get shivers if I look at a building, and it would just be like something bad was there. And it would happen for so long. And then my ex-husband had said something like a goose walked over my grave or something. It was so stupid. But I didn't realize, you know, that I had any gifts back then. And we didn't talk about the things like that. You know, especially my in-laws were very against things like that I was crazy, or we don't talk about things like that, or I had the devil around me, or whatever. So I never really talked about it, or I always thought that there was something wrong with me. For so long, I thought something was wrong with me. For so many years I have been going through, I feel like something was wrong with me. So anyway, long story short, let's bounce forward. So this thing was really trying to affect me. So at first, my husband had to get up really early in the morning, and he has to get up early to go to work. And then I noticed that my ring light was on, and I had and I got up to, you know, use the restroom, and then I noticed that my ring light was on, and I didn't need to ask him, but I think he went to walk the dog or something. Even he wasn't in the room to ask. But I thought about asking him later on. And so I texted him later, and I'm like, hey, did you turn the ring light on? He's like, no, it was already on when I got up. And I thought that was weird because my light's never done that before. And I couldn't even turn it off. So I unplugged it. And then I went to go do a video. I think it was like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I've been trying to get better about making more videos. I just get really shy, and I never know what to say. So, or how I'm going to say it, and I don't want to sound stupid, but then it's like, how are you going to learn? You got to do it anyway. So anyway, I still can't get it on. It's fried. It's dead. And so I know from my experiences and all the video watching I've done for years of watching about paranormal investigating, that entities and demons will drain off of objects, and that the light was plugged in. It was not on, but if it can suck up the energy off that, if it turned it on, I mean, apparently it's been trying to get energy or trying to get known. And I think I kept hearing a female voice, like trying to get my attention. It's like even when I get in a car, I was going to work and I heard something in the back, you know, and I turn around and look, and there ain't nothing back there. And it's been really cautious around here, especially the stories I've been hearing about other young ladies, you know, getting hurt. So I've been trying to be a little careful. But anyway, so this thing's been trying to affect me. So it drained the energy off my ring light, and I cannot use my ring light now. My ring light is dead. And so now I got to buy a new one. And then shortly after that, let me see what else I have written down here. I started getting like really bad headaches, and headaches are kind of normal for me because of the job I do. You know, I work at a vet hospital, and I'm a receptionist. So I take all the calls, and I'm trying to make appointments. I'm trying to help everybody. And, you know, I feel like I'm there more as an advocate to speak for the animals. But it's a very stressful job. So my shoulders are always tense, but, you know, usually I take like a, you know, Tylenol or a couple of Tylenol, and especially since I have recent pain now too, you know, but I always take it for my back, and, you know, or an ibuprofen, but I have to make sure I eat like something solid, you know, not a protein shake, but something solid. And then that way I can take the ibuprofen because it really messes up my stomach. But I started getting these really bad, like tension shoulder, really bad headaches. And it was like 3 or 4 days straight where I could not get rid of this headache. And of course my energy is going to be getting lower and lower. And then I started for like a week or so, or no, to that time after I spoke with her, my ears started hurting. Like I just gotten over an ear infection. So I thought maybe I was having another ear infection. And so it was just really affecting my ear as well. And of course, like just getting more depressed and more drawn. And then I would, get myself back, I would get my energy back up and I'd get myself all positive going, okay, you know what, everything's fine, everything's good. And, not even to go down that way. And I had to go to the emergency room. Oh, because for that week, I heard, oh my God. So that same week, as I had to go for my procedure, I was going into Vaughn's to go get something to, like Jell-O, and I was getting popsicles. And I had gone in, it was raining really bad that day. And I went in wearing these old Crocs and there's old shoes, and I go in and I slip and I end up breaking my toe. So I break my toe and that's bruised up, and I didn't go to the emergency room for a few days. I'm like, okay, I already broke it. There's nothing they can do. So, it's like no big deal. And then my foot's still getting bruised up and it's swelling up. So I'm like, maybe I should go just to see if I didn't break anything else, or, maybe I broke a tendon. Because I did also had previously injured that same toe like a few years back with something else. And I thought maybe it might have been a nerve thing. And so they x-rayed it and they said, yeah, I broke it. So I broke my toe. And then I had gotten a bill that, okay, for the time being, I'm already like already spiraling down. So I get an email that I have a $2,000 bill from my insurance company. And so I'm thinking, oh my God. And then my insurance or my taxes, I thought, I was doing really good and that I've been claiming 0 because they're saying that if I claim 1, then I'm going to end up owing anyway. And it's like all these stupid changes in the damn laws and the taxes now. And come to find out, I owe $1,800. And I just went so far deep in depression. And I remember making a comment like, what's there left to live for? Like, this is ridiculous. And I was so in depression and I couldn't stop crying. I kept feeling so low. I've been working so hard, trying to get myself caught up, trying to earn the extra money, trying to pay my bills, trying to get myself caught up so we could put money aside so we can buy a home somewhere so that our dogs could have a yard to play in. And, I can make better videos or do what I really want to and do, enjoy my time with, or whatever. And I just got so far in that deep depression. And I ended up asking if I can go home early because I just couldn't deal with I just couldn't deal with helping people. And I couldn't be in a good headspace to help anybody if I'm already feeling low and depressed. I already was. And I felt like I was getting sick, and I thought I thought I was having an ear infection. Oh, it was horrible. So I'm on my way home and I get hit with messages and I'm hearing, you're being spiritually attacked. You need to put your bubble around. So now I basically put a bubble around myself every day. And I asked for Archangel Michael to come forward and put me in his protection bubble. And I usually envision like a clear, pearlescent purple bubble. And I also have my sparkles because I like my sparkles. So I'll have it with like sparkles all around me. And I asked for Archangel Michael to come around and put his bubble of protection around me. And I'm also being present with my thoughts. Where am I right now? Am I in the future? Am I in the past? Am I in the present moment? Staying out of my head, being in the present moment, making the best out of my present moment for what it is right now, because that's when I'm going to start creating what I really want to start creating and manifesting in my life. Okay, then they're saying, oh, what else? It was crazy. They were telling me what I need to do to start like earning extra money. Like this would be a great opportunity to start making more videos, or, maybe you could start doing this or that, just like picking up extra hours somewhere, or start working on my business plans. What do I want to do for myself? So started getting some ideas and really starting to get myself centered and how I can, I don't know, just I guess help others. I guess that's my goal. That's always been my thing. I've always liked to help other people. I don't like to see people suffer. And I think it's because I've been there. I've been so many different ways in my life. It's crazy. You name it, I've probably been through it. So, I mean, I'm not going to say everything, but, I've had a lot of experiences. And so, and I know I'm meant to be here to help people as well. And I've had so many confirmations about that with other psychics. And then I remembered I was in a sweat. I did a sweat with my friends. And this shaman had said something about, because I knew I was a healer. And I said, when is it time for me to start doing my, why I'm here for? And he said, you'll know when the time is right. And basically it wasn't, I remember him saying something like being like a psychic or doing card readings for people or something. And I remember looking at him like he's crazy, because I just put myself through massage school because I'm an energy healer. I'm a Reiki healer. So I was like studying about Reiki and massage, and for him to say that I was going to be a psychic or I was meaning, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, this guy's like, no, I'm like, I don't think this is not the thing. And then started going through my awakening and found out that I have a gift. So I've been working on opening that up like the last, God, I want to say for a long time. But I've been stuck in my dark shadow for a while, and that's only my own fault because I've been in my own head and not actually taking action. So that's my own boo-hoo. But I'm working through it now. So now I'm into, I'm being told what videos to do. So I'm in my head. And so I'm actually doing a video. So I think that was it on that one. I just really wanted to help you that, if you're feeling like you're getting, and that's not your normal feeling. Like, I'm not normally depressed. I'm not normally, down in the dumps, gloomy. Usually I'm pretty much in a good high vibe, energy. But if I'm being, like, if I work at a very stressful job and if I'm not careful of my energy, it does drain me, and that will make me depressed too. But in this instance, and I was being told that I was being attacked. So then I find out my client, she has now had to be on watch. She's very suicidal thoughts, very depressed. And I was like, oh my God, it's the same exact way how I was feeling. And I was like, she is so being attacked. Like, she's got to get out of that house. I was being shown things, and like, this is not a good energy. This is so bad. And people can think what they want, but I feel it. I feel the energy of what it feels like when I feel good, and when I feel, like there's not something hanging over me. And I'm very good about feeling what's around me. Maybe it's because I was born with one ear and my other senses have become awakened. And then also because of an experience I had with my real father, which I think that traumatized the other part of me and my senses. So that wakened up the other part of me of always being aware of what's like behind me or feeling something's behind me. So it's been kind of crazy, but it's just being aware and being present and being, what you feel around you. So every morning I now put a protection bubble around myself. No matter if I feel good or not, it's just every day just a normal ritual. And then I do my Reiki healing on myself every morning. Of course, I take my shower and I cleanse myself. What was the other thing I have to do? I think it was like saging every day. Make sure I sage daily because of the high stress level I do work out, and there's so much emotions in people that it would be it's very good to cleanse yourself daily. It was sage, whatever you feel. If you even have sage spray. I've been trying to stay away from the palo santo only for the one fact that it doesn't stay lit as long, and I know it's very powerful, but I want to save it for more, I guess, very strong occasions. But the sage works just as well, and I love the smell of it. And so for me, it's just more of a natural, actually, I'm gonna light it again. I love the smell of it. It just makes me feel so like I'm in nature, like I'm out in the forest area, and I have the fairies around. But yeah, always, just make sure you cleanse yourself daily and surround yourself with white light and love. Ask for your angels to come forward and your guardian angels to help you and to protect you and to put that bubble around you to protect you. Let's see, what else do I do? And of course I use my stones, but it's being more conscious. It's being conscious of how you're feeling and what are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Where are your thoughts going to? Because it's more if you're all of a sudden starting thinking negative, gloomy thoughts, think about where's it coming from. What have you been doing lately? Have you been on the Ouija board? Have you been watching videos? Are you watching too much paranormal investigating videos? Because that also will open up a doorway too. So just being conscious of your energy and being conscious of where you're being directed to. So that way, if you are being spiritually attacked, that you will know the signs. So basically it's like a lot of headaches, muscle aches, feeling like you're getting sick, your thoughts are changing, your behavior is changing. Let's see what else. I think that was pretty much everything I was feeling. Bad things kept happening around me, breaking my toe. Oh my God, it was crazy. So that's dropping things is another sign that there's something negative around you. It's like just being clumsy. So it's just being conscious and being open-minded. But if you're starting to feel these things and you know this is not normally you and you don't know what else to do, it's more than likely you're being spiritually attacked. So these are things that you can do to get yourself up out of it. But it's more about using your energy as well to fighting back. Don't let them take your energy. Don't let them, accept that, because that's what gives them power is your fear, your depression, your sadness. That's them sucking your energy and just drawing you even lower. So get mad. Don't let them take your energy. That's your energy. They have no right to take your energy. The only way you do that is you let them. So don't let them. Don't give it to them. Let me see what else. I think that was it. But hot Epsom salt baths is a great way of releasing negative energy too. So it takes away all the negative energy, entities. It's a salt purifier, so it's a really good cleansing method. They're releasing old negative energy, and being good to yourself too. If you really want to go a next step further, you can add oils too. There's so many different oils you can add in. There's like so many protection oils, or you can use lavender oil, rose oil. There's so many different things you can add nowadays. Yeah, I think that's it. But it's more like just talking and praying back to the angels, talking to the angels, asking them for protection. I know I do this daily now, and I've been feeling closer to Source and my angels again, because I forget to talk to them. Like for some reason, I've been so busy working that I forget about the spiritual side of me, and I've been having to make more of a commitment that this is something I need to start doing more of. And this is something I like to do. So it's like, just making sure I'm getting my priorities straight and getting out of my head. So if you have any other thoughts that you want, if you have any thoughts you want me to talk about or whatever, but I'll be doing other videos on other experiences I've had and other types of readings I've gone through and, cleansings that I've done. But I hope hopefully this will help you. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. And, please subscribe if you like to see more of my videos. And I do pick a card readings. And I hit that thumbs up. That will really help me out a lot. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. And I'm sending you all white light and love. Bye.